How you doing? What up, though? Yes, 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 yes. I am an Uncle Tom, y'all. I'll be real, y'all. I am a coon. I'm a sellout. Yes, yes, yes. Get it out your system, y'all. Get it out your system, y'all. Yes, I'm nigga number one. I know y'all looking at me like this dude lost his mind. No, I'm just awake, y'all. Yeah, yeah, I'm like I said, yes, I'm an Uncle Tom. I'm a proud Uncle Tom. Now I'm gonna get to where I'm gonna get to. I'm gonna explain myself. I will explain the topic of this video, but understand why I call myself an Uncle Tom. See, some of my people think that being labeled Uncle Tom is it's a bad thing. No, it just show you that a lot of y'all just don't read, y'all. When I was a kid, I read Huckleberry Finn. I read Uncle Tom Cabin. If you read Uncle Tom Cabin, he was not a self-hating black person. He was not a sellout at all, y'all. Cause think about it. Before Malcolm X came on the scene, when Harriet Bleacher, a white woman who was one of those who was one of the people. She wrote this story about Uncle Tom to expose the evil of slavery. Let me make that very clear. She wrote Uncle Tom as a Christ type character. So to be right as a Christ type character, what's wrong with being Uncle Tom? If you call me Uncle Tom, you know what you're saying, telling me I'm a Christ-like character. That's what Uncle Tom was. That's who Harriet Bleacher, a white woman who was against slavery. Because of that book, because of Uncle Tom, do you know that gave Abraham the inspiration to free slavery? But Malcolm X, y'all remember, Malcolm X was never. He's not a Christian, y'all. There's some things about Malcolm X I agree with, but he was definitely not a Christian, y'all. So yes, he as a non-Christian, he will look at Uncle Tom in a whole different perception. But but as a Christian, especially you a person of Ham, person of my color, you should embrace being an Uncle Tom. Read the book for yourself. Learn what that song about KRS One. You must learn. See, all these people say you are Uncle Tom. So be an Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom helped free slaves, y'all. And then who else? The word coon. It just show you the ignorance of my people. Do you know the meaning of coon stands for? Coon, everybody say you cooning for the white man. That don't make no sense. So I'm giving you the how the word coon came from. During the slavery times, when blacks were escaping the plantation of the evil slave master, trying to be free, guess what the slave masters called those who were escaping his plantation? Coons. So, so tell me, it's like today, any person of my color, of my race, who don't agree with the Democratic plantation, the liberal ideology, I'm a coon. You get that, y'all? So yes, I am official coon, y'all, because the real meaning of it is that they were escaping the plantation, not dancing, buck dancing. I think now Malcolm X got one thing right. He got one thing right, y'all. Anybody It wasn't that he defended. Now, Malcolm X was definitely no Republican, y'all. Let's get that straight. But he was very disdain for the Democrat. He said anybody who joined the Democrat Party is to sell out to their own race. He's a sellout. That's what Malcolm X said. Now he was right on that one. I totally agree. I ain't saying you gotta be a Trump supporter. Yes, which I am. I ain't gonna lie. I just voted for Trump 3 times, y'all. But anybody that supports the Democrat Party, you are a sellout to your race. It's not. I mean, think about it. Since our race has been, as a whole, join that party, y'all. We keep going backwards and backwards and backwards. And Dr. King plays a very significant role. Now, what's his name? W. Du Bois. He what you called lit the light, but Dr. King explored the flame, y'all. It goes back to it really started. I mean, it was slowly coming up. It was a little bit in the 50s and stuff, but with the whole when JFK was running for president, y'all. Mind you, JFK had nothing to do. He ain't want nothing to do with us, y'all. But he wanted to be president, so he helped get King out of jail, and King sold his soul to the plantation masters. See, the difference between people say the party switch, no party switch. It was just that our people switch. We decided because someone promised us free stuff, free handout, telling us, "Oh, you're beautiful, you matter." That's we switch, you know. Only thing the Democrat Party did was they still the same. We just what they did was instead of both being loud with this, they killed us softly, y'all. They killed us with kindness, y'all. That's what they did to us. So yes, I'm a coon. I'm an Uncle Tom, y'all. Go ahead. It's all those who's BML, pro-life, Black Lives Matter, Antifa. I'm an Uncle Tom. I'm a coon. But even when I tell y'all the meaning, the background, some of y'all it's still not gonna sink in, y'all. Listen, y'all. If you just be patient with me, y'all, I'm gonna get to where I'm gonna get to, y'all. And the word nigga, y'all. I would rather be a nigga than being black. There's nothing being wrong with calling a nigga if you know the meaning of it. See, some of y'all think that nigga is something, a curse name, a bad name. That's what the plantation owners, the Muslim world made you to believe. The colonizers made you believe. But if you really know the real meaning, the nigga is Negus. Repeat after me. Negus. Negus. That's what it actually is. And it means, and the title means in Ethiopia, it means king, ruler, and master. But what happened was, when they colonized us, I'm not just talking about America. This is bigger than America, y'all. They took that name and made a mockery of it, y'all. They said nigger, negro, but it's really Negus. They took something that was considered royalty, the greatest name you could call us, and made it bad, y'all. So yes, so technically, if I know the meaning of negus, why am I feeling offended by it? Why? I mean, if it means king, ruler, Just say this. Like I said, if you're gonna be a YN, call yourself a young king, a young ruler. See, the reason why they don't want us to know that, man, because it's gonna give us a whole different mindset as ourselves. We're not gonna our race as a whole. Even though I don't feel subservient, I may not be the most educated brother out there, have the greatest job, the most eloquent speaker, but I ain't subservient to nobody, y'all. I'm not subservient. But the thing is, if our people as a whole realize the meaning of niggas, that could change the mind landscape of our people, y'all. This is a lesson from your Uncle Tom and Coon. I mean, it's gonna start what you call a revolution mindset. But some people, no, you gonna have them so-called, them buck dancings, them being there. No, it means river. It's a bad word. You can't say that. Well, yes, if I'm a nigga, that's me. I'm a king. It's just a slang term for king. It's a slang term for ruler. It's a slang term for master, leader. But I'm a coon. I'm an Uncle Tom, yo. I feel like Harriet Tubman sometimes. I could free a lot more people if I could realize they're not mentally free. See? And you think about it. You got people, all of a sudden, you got white liberals who wants the N-word banned. Because they figure a simpleton like me will figure the real meaning of it. And it's going to spread and going to snitch. There's a time to snitch about this. This is a time. And don't get me wrong, all these so-called pro-black, they know, but guess what? It profits for us to stay in bondage. People like Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, Farrakhan, they want to see our people in shambles. Same with Dr. King, y'all. Y'all reverence that man. That man did way more damage. Malcolm X, he might have meant well, but he did more spiritual damage to us. Yes, I said Malcolm. I believe Malcolm X was sincere. But what's that word? You could be sincerely wrong. And Malcolm X was a sincerely wrong person, y'all. He might have been a faithful husband, a good father, but he, an educated, intelligent man, but he indoctrinated the wrong teaching. Because before Malcolm X, before Dr. King, yes, in America, yeah, it was racism in America. We all know that it was segregation, but guess what, y'all? Let's tell the truth about the whole situation. God was blessing us, y'all. When we actually owned, we had, especially, being from Detroit, we actually had, Paradise Alley. That was our gold mine. We own businesses, we own clubs, we own property. The Harlem Renaissance, that was us, man. The Wall Street thing, that was all of that, that was us. Some people say, well, the white man, yes, it is true. Some Ku Klux Klan, the Democrat Party, which my race majority supports, especially the women of my race who live and die for them Democrats. They destroyed, but guess what? It got rebuilt. They don't tell you that part, and it flourished again. But down the line, we had the W.E. Du Bois, the Dr. King, the civil rights. They messed it all up for us. The NWAC. Why? Listen, y'all. Our race do not own the rights. The white people funded it. White people funded it to keep us in line. Dr. King and Malcolm X was two plants to help destroy our people. You notice after them two people, I mean, think about it. More we are a majority. We lead the death. We lead the death. We lead the death. At one time, we weren't killing our people. We had more of us. We was the majority of people, but we allowed the civil rights, Dr. King, the "We shall overcome" to destroy us, y'all. Why you think? Why you think? White people always they celebrate King? Not because he had the, not because of the best. He did more damage. That's why they honored that dude. Why did they honor Obama? Because they did just as good of a job of destroying us than the KKK and the so-called racist people will ever do. They did a better job. But yeah, I'm Uncle Tom, y'all. Why did they love Michelle Obama? Why did they love, Kamala Harris? Cause they felt, what the racists said? You know what's better than us killing them? If we allow them to kill ourselves and keep their heads clean, they'll come out as the white savior complex. That's how the Democrat work. And King sold us out. Malcolm X, he may not know it, but he sold us sold us out. Al Sharpton, Hakeem Jeffries, all these people, Dr. Umar Johnson. But this is coming from your Uncle Tom, y'all. Yes, I talk about entertainment, but sometimes I have to awake y'all at the same time, y'all. This is part of my awakening videos. Cause as much I love to have fun, I gotta awake y'all. Les Nation. So if you like my video, y'all, like it, but I know everybody's not gonna watch this video. I know. But I just want that one person. I'm asking God, for real, I come from a sincere place, that if I get that one person who may be just as intelligent than me, I don't care if it's a female, male, but someone who knows the truth will listen to what I'm saying and spread the message, y'all. That is my prayer. That somebody's watching it and just open up, y'all, and we could get this message out, y'all. That's all I have to say about that, y'all. You liking this video? Subscribe, share, and like. This is your boy from Les Nation, and I'm out.